Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I got this story that's coming from my fifth favorite state, Nutty New York. So what's going on now, New York, you ask? What's going on is that we have a woman named Frankea Dabbs, and basically the other day she had left her daughter on the platform of the train. She left her in a stroller and she just literally walked off. And a lot of folks have been looking for this woman, and finally she's come forward to claim responsibility of just abandoning her daughter. But that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that when she went to court, she started screaming that Sean Carter was her baby's father and that he's not shit for not helping her out. This whole situation is just getting nuttier and nuttier as the days go by. Go ahead and check out this news clip right now, and I will come back with the rest of my comments.
A woman accused of abandoning her baby on a subway platform appeared in court tonight. The NYPD arrested Frankea Dabbs early this morning. Police say the 20-year-old North Carolina woman said she could no longer take care of the little girl. TV 1055, Jessica Schneider is live in Lower Manhattan with more tonight. Jessica.
Well, Alice, it was a short court appearance for that 20-year-old mother. Prosecutors accused her of abandoning her baby and then showing no remorse for it. At the end of that court appearance, Frankea Dabbs shouted out before she was calmed down by her public defender.
Somebody spelled Sean Carter. I said,
yeah, Frankea Dabbs shouting out in court tonight, seemingly making a reference to Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. Dabbs is now facing charges of felony, child abandonment, and endangering the welfare of a child for allegedly leaving her daughter, 10-month-old Melania Love Edmond, on the subway platform at Columbus Circle, still strapped in her red and white stroller and holding a bottle. Surveillance video that police got shows Dabbs actually pushing the stroller through a subway station moments earlier. Police say the two were in the northbound 1 train Monday morning, and when the train stopped at Columbus Circle, Dabbs pushed the carriage onto the platform and then continued riding on the train. Now, sources say she has confessed to investigators, telling them she couldn't take care of her daughter and didn't know what to do. Now, Dabbs is from North Carolina, and she has been in New York City for about the past week. She has a criminal history that includes arrest for prostitution as well as breaking and entering. Now, Dabbs' father spoke from his home in North Carolina but didn't want to show his face. He says that Dabbs' boyfriend, who is the young girl's father, was killed during a burglary attempt, and after that, Frankea Dabbs changed.
She saw her boyfriend get murdered, the baby's daddy, and I think it maybe escalated from there. She was holding all that in.
Now, the baby girl, Melania, she is now in child protective custody. She's in good health and she was treated for just a few rashes. Now, as for the 20-year-old mother, Frankea Dabbs, she is now being held without bail, and she is scheduled to be back here in court on Friday. We're live in Lower Manhattan. Jessica Schneider, TV 1055.
I just watched the news clip, and this whole situation is just really, really sad and disturbing. From what I've read, she's been arrested numerous times in North Carolina. She's also been through a lot. They're saying that her baby's father, the real father of this child, was murdered in their home, and she had to hide under the bed to, basically hide from the murderers, and that she hasn't been the same ever since then. So she's saying that she abandoned the baby because she didn't have any help. She didn't know what else to do. She didn't know where else she could turn. So she left the child there on the platform. And while I do feel bad for this woman, I know how it is to be overwhelmed and have a lot going on in your life, but abandoning your child is not the answer. A lot of folks are saying, well, she's mentally ill, she's going through a lot of things, but at some point in time, even if she's mentally ill, the family, somebody should have took a notice to this situation before it got this far out of hand. What if when she abandoned that child, what if somebody didn't take that child to a police officer or to the transit police? What if somebody would have just kept on strolling off with that child, had raped, molested, and abused that child? I can't co-sign with her just abandoning that child no matter what's going on with her. I'm glad that she didn't kill her baby, because how many stories have we done on this channel where women thought that they had nowhere else to turn to and they ended up killing their kids? So I'm grateful that she didn't kill her kids, but abandoning her baby is not the solution either. I just think that a lot more people need to be more vigilant, and I feel like if her family feels like she had all types of mental illness issues and depression issues, especially after the baby's father died, they should have stepped up as family members to either take that child from her, get her the treatment that she needed. But thank goodness that this child was found and that somebody stepped up to the plate and called the police, as opposed to just walking past this child. To me, I don't want to judge this woman too harshly because it seems like she's been through a lot, but I can't excuse her behavior. I can't just say, oh, I'm glad she didn't kill her child, as if leaving her child abandoned is a better alternative. So I hope that this woman gets the counseling and the care that she needs, but in the meantime, I think the child needs to be placed in foster care or in the hands of the family members who can't afford to take care of this child. But I think the mother right now needs to seek counseling, needs to seek help for whatever issues she's going through. But her screaming out that Jay-Z's her baby's father, I think that says a lot on her mental state, and they don't need to give the child back to her. But I also don't want to see her locked up for the next 5 to 10 years. I think she needs treatment, and I think she needs counseling, and I think that more women should have the option of being able to drop their kids off if they're going through something, as opposed to just leaving them at a subway or at a bus stop or at a rest station. There should be places in the U.S. I mean, I know they take newborn babies within a few days old, but I also think that, you know, when people are going through things and their kids are a little bit older, there should be drop-off shelters where people can drop their kids off for 24 to 48 hours, you know, with the needed information and everything else, so that way cases like this don't continue to happen throughout the United States. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. Do you agree with what the mother did? Do you feel bad for the mother? Do you feel like she should be locked up? Or do you feel like they should give her treatment? And then also, how do you feel about her screaming and saying that Jay-Z is the father of her child when the family members have clearly come out and say that he's not the father, but that the young man who was killed in North Carolina is the father of this child? So let me know your thoughts. All right, deuces.